Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your five-a-side weekender. 5 topics, 5 strikes. Let's let it rip. Okay, it is Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. September 8th, 2023, and we're going into a weekend, an international break weekend, but we still got topics. So let's go. Let's hit it. Let's let it rip, and we're diving right in. Okay, we're going to start. First strike in Wrexham. Wrexham just signed Scott Fletcher, 36-year-old Scottish international, on a one-year deal, coming in to help out up front. Mulls is still out. Paul Mullen's still out after his injury over the summer during their tour against Manchester United with the punctured lung. So yeah, they're coming in to bring Scott Fletcher. He's got great experience. Says he's fit and ready to go. Signed him on a one-year deal. So hopefully he does well and helps the team out. Like I said, he's a good man to have in the dressing room. Knows his stuff. So, and he can score some goals, and he'll get himself about. He's a big, rugged up front player. Last year he was playing in the Scottish Prem. Was at Dundee United. They went down, unfortunately, so wasn't able to help them there. But maybe in League Two, you can help him out a little bit until Mulls gets back in and fill in a little bit. So yeah, that's your first strike. Scott Fletcher, Wrexham. That's a done deal. Second strike. We're gonna stay with Wrexham. So we're gonna talk about Ben Foster. Ben Foster obviously retired 4 games into the season for Wrexham, but yesterday I was listening to his podcast, the Fozcast, which is great. If you haven't listened to it, check it out. He's got great insight, super knowledgeable, been in the game a long time, Manchester United player, played for Wrexham at the best moment I've ever seen in football, him saving the Notts County penalty last year to help him go up. Amazing. But anyways, Ben was talking about why he retired this second time around, and Ben's 40 years old, so he's a little bit younger than me, but he's 40 years old, and he's talking about what it was taking for him to actually get up and do it every single day. And he only played 8 games last year, but this year he signed on to do another year, and then he eventually retired. He's saying he lived 2.5 hours away, so he'd wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, get on the M6 and just drive up north 2.5 hours up and go and train for 2 hours, and then have to drive back home at 5:30, 6 o'clock. Now everyone says, I'd say like, yeah, I do that, people do that for work every day, but at 40 and you're training and you want to be tip-top shape. He was kind of weighed on him a little bit, so he retired, and he kind of felt himself, and he also felt, he was very honest and open. And he said that there were like 4 or 5 goals, at least, that he said he probably should have saved. And then he looked into himself and he said, hey, listen, I got to be honest. And this was after he hit 5 goals after that a couple weeks ago in the game. There was 5-5. Very true. And he took a process over the weekend, had a conversation. Sorry, someone's, I don't know what they're doing, but sorry about the noise. Again, this is why you do it outside, and shit happens. Anyways, he said had to look into himself and didn't have a knee-jerk reaction. Is really open and honest. You should go and listen to his podcast, the Fozcast. It's really great insight. I thought it was interesting to hear a footballer and someone talk about, realizing that, hey, it's time to move on. I wasn't doing well for the team, and I want to support the team. And I think that's really a big man and a big person to say that. So really hit me yesterday. I think y'all should go check it out. So yeah, pick up the Fozzy, and hopefully, he's got great content coming out anyways himself, so he's not gonna suffer. So pick up the Ben Fosters. All right, third strike. So the Saudi transfer window closed yesterday, and it closed with a whimper. Granted, they spent £1 billion over the course of the summer, but and then they got some great players there. But yesterday there was all this talk about Mo Salah going and Jadon Sancho going. Those didn't come to fruition, and then with a little bit of a whimper, Demarai Gray did go. But they were on TalkSport this morning. One of the directors of the league said that they're hoping to slow their spending down. I doubt that's going to happen. They want to make a splash, to continue on to make a splash, and they want their best for Saudi Arabia. But I thought it was very interesting. At the beginning of the window, it's like, oh, who's going to go, who's not going to go. They got a lot of talent down there now. I'm not saying it's anywhere close to being the La Liga or Bundesliga or the EPL or even the Premier League. But there are a lot of players down there. They had talked about they wanted to maybe get into the Champions League. Not sure if that's going to happen anytime soon. But yeah, yesterday they closed off, and they went with a little bit of a whimper. Then hopefully, everyone can move on, and we can focus on the rest of the season for all the teams in Europe. So they were the distractor for the summer, and they did get some players on there, Neymar, and obviously Ronnie's down there. So we'll see Benzema. We'll see how that plays out. But yeah, that's your third strike. Fourth strike. It's one that goes out to Sheffield FC. Sheffield FC are playing tomorrow the FA Trophy Cup first round qualifier. Sheffield is against Spalding United. They're playing at their home ground tomorrow. So we want to give a best of luck to them. Big Big shout out to Cresswell and the team, and the managerial team, Yates and everybody. Congrats and keep going. And good luck tomorrow against Spalding United. Hope they're doing well, and we're keeping an eye on them. So tomorrow, Sheffield FC are playing Spalding United at home in the FA Trophy first round qualifier. That's your fourth strike. Fifth strike goes out to Max Beesley. Max Beesley, who's on the show on the podcast, which the part 2 drops on Monday. But Max Beesley just dropped an album called Max Beesley's High Vibes. I listened to it this morning. It's fantastic. 8 fantastic songs with some really fantastic musicians on there. Go check that out. Congrats, Max, and really enjoy the music. And such a talented musician. One of the nicest guys out there too. Gracious enough to be on our show as well. And Max is fantastic musician, and we get into that in one of our episodes coming up. But yeah, Max Beesley's High Vibes album dropped today. Go check it out worldwide. I actually have the vinyl coming, but I listened to the digital this morning, so awesome. And Boater Strike is have a great weekend, enjoy it, and we'll talk soon.